Hey you, so in this video with spot price tanking why I'm buying gold, just been going to be going over my current strategy or buying strategy as I believe spot price should be taking a little dip. So before I jump into this and give my reasons why, I'd love to say if you like what you hear slash see and you haven't done so already, please do go ahead and subscribe, and also let me know what you're going to be buying in the current spot situation, whether spot stays where it is right now or if it takes a little dip, or if you think it's going to be dipping as we come towards the festive season, end of the year, Christmas time. Let me know what your current buying strategy is. Have you constantly been buying in the current climate, or have you just been falling back and seeing what's happening? So for me, being obviously a UK resident, we've seen the conclusion. We're not going to be getting no hard Brexit anytime soon, and we're not even getting a no deal. So it seems to have simmered down. In fact, we have an election coming up for the end of the year, which is going to be very interesting. So I think from here, a lot of things are settled. You know, a lot of indications and indicators are looking like spot price is going to be dropping. A few conversations and just gauging, spider senses myself. I see spot price coming down. So I'm going to be focusing on gold, and I'll give a few reasons why. I mean, on a couple of the comments that I done or videos that I done recently, a lot of people on, especially some of the regret videos that I was doing, was talking about how they regretted not purchasing when spot price was around the $1,200 mark. And I found that interesting because I had no doubt we would definitely be seeing those prices again, the $1,200 spot price. And I think we most definitely are going to be seeing that again real soon, hopefully this time of the year. Why? Because we have stability, somewhat of stability, if you could call it that. I mean, the markets can look at that. A lot of the world leaders are celebrating either with some accomplishments they've got on both sides of the water, and it gives the illusion of stability. So with that in tow, I think we're going to be seeing markets looking okay. Well, they're a manipulated market, so whenever you get a situation like that, the metals normally do take a beat, and it's different on the crypto side. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. But I think spot price wise, I see us reaching, or tanking too, you could call it that, is around on the pound sterling. I want to be back around the £11 mark. We're not very far off that now, so give or take $14, and even on the gold spot price, even I'll go by 1 ounce here, around the £1,000 mark, so $1,200, the infamous price that many were saying that they regretted not picking up. I knew nothing would be happening now with Brexit wise, but you could never call it. But it was just too soon. It was, people getting into power, people just now all of a sudden setting things in motion, giving out their war cries and just getting feelers. I think them doing the whole election thing now is going to be very interesting. But we're going to get the business as usual regarding metals, in my opinion. So for me, why I'm focusing on gold, number one is I want to up my gold reserve. I want to get to a very comfortable position where I am more ahead in gold than silver. I'm currently there-ish, but I'd like to do that with raw bullion. So, I would say more off, going more harder, and really picking my buys and just finding the right coins. And hopefully I'll be touching upon that in a moment, the kind of coins that I'll be looking at. But I really want to up my raw bullion. But even when we're talking these kind of stuff here, in the end of the day, they are raw bullion. I'll be showing these in a second. I've recently sold a lot of high premium, so quite a fair bit of the high premium gold that I've got, and I think I done that right. I took advantage of the current highs, and even when it was a lot higher than where it is now, and I want to put that back in. So I've mentioned on the previous video I was sitting in fear. I want to put that back in at the right time. So with spot price coming down, I was able to take advantage of the collectability of the coins and also the plus in the spot price. So looking at what we're going to be coming back into, I'm going to most definitely be looking at trying to complete a date run of these. I mean, these two here are two new recent pickups. So I mean, if you can acquire these two, and these were in-house purchased with a friend, I mean, all three of these were. So looking to start a complete set. I don't look at these as, and even the condition of this one, you can see it's rather dinged up. So it all depends on how the wind's blowing when the day comes for these to be sold. But with a lot of these coins, as they're sold as bullion, if you can sell them for a profit, and I've sold some of the Lions on for a profit, it's a bonus. But it can be very hard when you're taking it into account, the condition into account. But it is what it is, really. But I think if you can get the first three for a pretty decent price, I'm not sure if you can see dinks on the corner of this piece here, because this one has some rather bad dinks on it. then you're good to go. So there's no reason why I wouldn't be picking these up. And for me, these are standard raw bullion. Like the majority of these were picked up. The friend I purchased these off at the time bought these when they first came out with the same intentions. It was like, hey, why buy standard raw gold Britannias when you can buy the same capital gains tax-free coins? And it just so happened to be these Queen's Beast coins at the time, and he benefited from them. Let's see the little dink there. So the quality wise, it just is what it is. But it was a fantastic deal when we do in-house. But I'm going to most definitely be looking to get these up to the current year, I believe. No, the White Line and Mortimer. So having the first for a year, and it'll be the first for me, it is good. And as mentioned already, I think this is in a bit more better quality. I have the bunch of lions. I will at some point maybe try work something out where I can liquidate a few of those and maybe get in more ounces. So i.e. see if I can get one and try trade it for two. I don't know, the unicorn and the bull or something of that nature, but trying to put in as little as possible. So trying to turn 1 ounce into 2, because they're still trading at fairly decent prices. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Looking forward to doing, more trades like that to just up the gold reserves. As mentioned, I think right now, coming back in, the opportunity is always going to be there with silver, I think, because it's that one that's always going to be manipulated. And, if you don't have right now, you just started stacking, it's a fantastic time to be loading up. But for someone like myself that has a rather large position in there, I'm going to fall back unless opportunities pop up. Like the majority of the purchases I've done this year that I've shown on silver, if it was 100 ounces or so, I've also all been in-house. So there's been no large purchases from a dealer as of yet, because of where spot price has been. There's been a lot of high premium purchases, which I'm going to be cutting straight down also. So I can't see anything popping up that's going to pique my interest and, steer me off. For me right now, the focus is raw bullion, and for me that's going to be, in this case here, these here. Nothing else should really pique my interest. I can't think of anything coming up wise. Maybe something if they Raw Mint, as I should have been bashing them ish, as of late brought out a special design or a fancy design that could pique my interest. But outside of that, I highly doubt anything collector wise. So I've technically come on to being more of a weight / gov minted stacker, which is the main priority. There's also a lot of the collector coins I've got in the background that I may be looking to trade out at some point, but we'll definitely have to wait and see how that one plays out in the long run. But for now, until anything else changes, and I can't see anything changing anytime soon, it's definitely the Sun Metal I'm going to be focused on here, just to try up my current standard raw position and get in a comfortable position. I think a lot more eyes are turning this way. Everybody I've seen or spoke with recently that's been considering converting into the raw stuff or the gold stuff is physical stuff, is looking mainly at gold. Platinum looks very attractive, but I don't think I'm going to be adding to my platinum or rhodium anytime soon. I'd have to really hit a desirable, comfortable number in gold, go back in and really take advantage of silver before I look at the other two. As much opportunities as presents, it's just not for me at the moment. I do think current prices are very nice, but even liquidating, a lot of the liquidating I've been doing and doing dry runs and all of this, liquidating is always going to be for platinum for me, a situation where I would more than likely need to go across the waters. So either a European dealer, that would be the best option to really capitalize. So I could have picked up, we have the Queen's Beast and platinum, but I can't see fantastic opportunities with a lot of dealers I've been in contact with. But if it was to really drop low, where it would be like, criminal not to pick it up, then, I'd have to take advantage of that maybe. But it would specifically be that coin, because if I want quick liquidation. But a lot of the dealers I'm talking with don't really have a big customer base in the UK for platinum. So that's the main reason why I haven't really gone so aggressive with it. I know in America and a few other places it's very easy to liquidate, especially with the online dealers. You just type in what you've got and they'll give you the price. Whereas here, because there's not such, i.e. here in the UK, there's not such a big customer base for it. A lot of the platinum metals, it's not something that they really quote you for, but, there's most definitely dealers out there. I just need to go on more of a, platinum-based dealer hunt. So that aside, it's going to be gold first. Do I have a set number in place? No, I just want to try to acquire as much as possible, doing a bit of wheeling and dealing, i.e. liquidating some of the lines that I have already to try and catch up. I want to have as many as possible, get the best price as possible, you know, especially with the spot price dropping. Hopefully a lot of these ones will still hold their value, whereas on the secondary market or even a dealer's willing to pay a nicer premium. I would also look out for a dealer that's looking to pay the highest premium and then maybe try to work something out with them there. Then there's a few of the other gold collector coin series that I'm thinking of maybe continuing or discontinuing. So I'm just going to have to reevaluate and take a look at what's going on. But it's very gold focused, and that's what I'm going to be on my current buying strategy within the current dip that's here now, or I see incoming pre-Christmas. But you know, that could all absolutely change. We saw a massive spike right now. Who knows? Anything is possible once again, but I don't believe that's going to be the case. But it's going to be very interesting to see. But I would love to know what you guys are doing right now. Has your strategy changed at all? Are you still dollar cost averaging? Are you still buying it every month? Have you tweaked? Are you waiting for a higher spot to sell or a lower spot to buy? Please do let me know. But I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. But it'd be fantastic to know what your current buying strategy is, whether it's long or short, or all out or all in. So please do go ahead and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Once again, please do subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys in the rebound.